Columbiana, Ohio. It was a little circle when I worked on the railroad, enough where I wanted to scoop it up with a front end loader and rid the town of that misery. Oh, we moved here 30 years ago. This is pretty much all antique shops back in. Car chargers, charge point on the left, free. There's a Tesla charging. Level 2, catch a charge, walk around, enjoy the town. I usually go get a slice to a pizza a block up or visit AAA. And then check the lot here on GM, see if they have any electric cars. Well, there's the main crossing. Now we're going to head left and backtrack a little bit to Pittsburgh Street. We even got a little gates that go across the sidewalks here, like you have in East Palestine. Another crossing up on the left. Oh, that old house right there in the corner. It'd be a neat fixer-upper. Even a little fixer-upper is beyond my expertise. And there's our Pittsburgh Street. We just crossed, coming the other way. So this is headed out to New Waterford, Columbiana, the back way. And we'll try to do as much railroad stuff as we can. First railroad is the line that goes up to Youngstown through North Lima. And I did see traffic on that Monday up in North Lima the first time. It's just a little branch railroad from years ago. It's still good, I guess. I wouldn't have thought. So up here at the next crossing's the main line again. Wow, the house burned on the right. And then we had an antenna on a pole that you could call a repeater on telephone to contact anybody by radio. So that's probably all gone now with the cell phones. Crossing keys on the right, drive up to the left, and you become to CP Lum, Control Point Lum, interlocking, which is alongside Ohio Route 7. Okay, I'm going to cut you out until we see some more tracks. Alright, coming into New Waterford, Ohio. I'll do a loop through here and stuff before we head to East Palestine. Covering stuff quicker than I thought I would. If I came in from the Ohio Route 14, you can come south and all the crossings. I stuck equipment in back in the 90s. Cute little place. A lot of electric heat, electric baseboard heat in all these houses. Seemed like there was more business in the tiny community going on 25 years ago than there is now. A lot of Dollar Generals replaced all the little grocery stores, shops they used to have. We'll do a little trip to the left and then turn around and come back. You are kind of main streets of the metropolis Well, they got some kind of flooding going on here. Oh, cutting up something. Going under the railroad tracks. I haven't wandered around here since I worked on the railroad. A little sketchy on where I'm going. We'll turn around and go back through the guy cutting through the street there. Yeah, don't know how much charge the gimbal has. I should charge it up at home. Leaving New Waterford. Wow, that's a little climb. Oh, what a nice house up there on the right. Huh, I like that. I want to shovel the driveway. All the birds up on the wire. As soon as we see something, we can turn around and we'll go back. Oh, there's those windmills that we saw coming the other way. On the other side of the tracks. Slow turning. Something. Huh. I don't know if we got any wind today, actually. Now we're going to find a business here and turn around in. So. Cemetery established 1811. All right, I'm gonna. Might as well leave it going. I guess we're coming right back. And I plugged the phone in. Like I said, the gimbal. Maybe if I leave the car or something and use something else, I'll plug that in. There's like a radio antenna there or something. Could be a relay for something. Who knows? That's like a little chapel for the cemetery, log cabin on the right. What it is. Oh, bird just got us. Lousy bastard. Bombs away. With my cats, you dirty bastard. Well, church steeple on the right, and then they got a building hooked on the back. Yeah. Just never liked the idea of freaking empty churches. So they just sit there over 95% of the week being heated or air conditioned. And they complain about homeless people. Wow, look at that bridge delaminating. Our friendly stone cutter. So that's what all this mud is lubrication, or water cutting into the concrete or blacktop. Or it looks like concrete. Crossover Creek. Gas station and convenience store. Oh, it's a food mart. Yep, there's a Dollar General up on the right, replaced everything in these little places. So they grew. You never see a whole lot of people in them at one time. The busy one we had in Salem was downtown, and then they shut it down and went Move west of town. Huh. One-way road ahead. Alright, we're going to take a break. Alright, our tracks are just on our left here. Like I said, we worked all this stuff way back when. I didn't have a spot when they cut this section in. We were actually popping the old connectors out and went around putting new track connectors in on the new system, getting rid of the pole line and all that stuff. So the thing of me bringing my Coleman stove out instead of cold cuts and stuff, I started like a trend. One of the guys from Pittsburgh area. Along here somewhere, he had a case he was sitting at, and the grounding rods, like they called them flower pots, the plastic sitting on top of 4 sets of grounding rods, and it was melted. I said, it looks like somebody almost set a toaster oven on here, and he started laughing. The hot food is so much better when you're sitting outside, except in the summer. So they would do interlocking to interlocking, cutting in from pole line to the new buried cable. And then you'd spend at least a week, 12-hour shifts, testing every signal configuration to make sure everything was good before they release it back for full use for the railroad. Well, this is these Palestine guys. I don't know what we can get away with in here. I might try to fly a drone from a park on the south side. Nothing close to downtown. Everything's charged on there, and the cell phone should be mostly charged. The gimbal's the only thing I probably should have hit before I left home. So I don't smell anything. The winds are usually headed to the east through here. Normal wind directions, east, southeast. I just came up through here not too long ago after leaving East Liverpool. There you go, stop sign there. I don't know. I don't see a stop sign. It's like way back, like 50 feet back or something. And Highway Patrol must be around helping out. Log Cabin Museum. So there's a park right there. And there's a park up here, so I can drone. I don't think it's, I'm not sure it'll reach. So, this is East Palestine. And this is the back way in. Railroad's off to the left somewhere, or parallel in it. Oh, they're the guys filming here. They're actually down in the creek right there, trying to do abatement on the pollution and stuff. So there's the 170 I came up to coming from East Liverpool when I did the video, and then I cut back this way. So we're going to see if we park on the main road and walk around. Back when that derailment happened, and there's a crossing here you'd come out of. There was like a early 50s Packard parked at an old gas station there in the mid-90s. So I don't know what happened to that. So a hot dog place closed on the right. There's a McDonald's. They look like they're open. I'm not sure you want to drink the water there or anything. So I did bring a fresh water. The wife had one. Normally we'll drink each other's water, but she's a little bit sick this week. So. All right, Main Street here. And we'll park up here, go for a walk. And I don't think I'll take the gimbal with me. So there was a guy on a railroad who lived here in town. And he was 1 year younger than I am now. He was the only older guy on the railroad that looked healthy, because it just beats the shit out of you walking on that ballast and uneven terrain and everything all those years. And the track people who got paid less than us take more of a beating. Plus all the welding and CAD welds and shit they do. So this guy talked me into going to an auction on the main road from here, because I like the antiques and that stuff. He got me started in going to auctions. And he was working Conway Yards, and they said it flew him like a rag doll when he got hit by a train car in the classification yard there. So he had an antique store here in town, and that just shut that down and everything. He had rods and pins all over his body. They had to lifeline him. So he was fully, had his wits about him and had the injuries everywhere. My neck injury just made me pretty much mindless and stupid and dropped my IQ. After the injury, me and the kids would go somewhere, and I was like, if I didn't tell the kids what we were going somewhere for, I was screwed. Because I'm like, we went to Kmart and Boardman. I'm like, what did we come up here for? So I just sat down. They had a bench in front of the store. So what in the world did we drive up here for? I can't remember. And it just got a little bit better, and then it got way worse. So like I said, being mostly bedridden, laying on my left side for 11 years puking. So a lot of injured people. Railroad. One thing I'd like to say, nobody ever checked on me, your union and stuff, so I can say they're a bunch of pricks and stuff that way. This guy actually helped me out, giving me pictures, because he was hurt in the same rail yard I was, so he gave me these huge poster pictures for the lawyer. But on their defense, they should be 30 years now retired. They're saving Social Security. They got to wait till they're 67. It is, in the worst weather, in the worst locations, hazards of ice, all kinds of stuff. We had a guy an Amish guy just went to Dollar General. You got a guy that was hit in the face with a sledgehammer or whatever when a guy was trying to knock ice off the ladder and stuff. He got anxious and not working in the ice, so he injured another guy. So it's like, it was a shit show for everything. So all right, I'm gonna get up here and walk to the railroad tracks, see about the old train station. I probably got keys to everything. They never came and got their tools or keys after I got hurt, which kind of puzzled the hell out of me. So, yep, I'm going to get on just a cell phone here. It should be charged, Shut down, go for a walk. See you later. Well, there it is, west down the tracks, all the ballast to do all the rework. There's one of our cases we put in. So I was just talking to the guy. He knew the supervisor was working for one of the co-workers from the railroad. I'm like, oh crap. I said, just mention my name. He'll twitch more than I twitched when you mentioned his. So they had all the panels ready to go down there, but they were jointed rail. Oh shit. Right there, the paddles. There's your dragging equipment detector, which means your hot box detector's right there. That's what went off to put them in emergency right there on the tracks. So there's the silver box case I was talking about, and it puts out which axles have the problems for dragging equipment, or hot, used to be hot box because they were greased, now they're hot bearings. So there it is right there. And there's a little old case. It used to be covered in aluminum paint back in the old days when everything was with asbestos boards. Now this guy said their train station here belongs to the city or fire department. Said we could stop and use the restroom, telephone, or we kept stuff in there. You know, we were still basically payphone oriented. We had calling cards and lodging cards from Conrail. So 2 main tracks. East Palestine's pretty busy for a little community. They got a lot going on here. And we got a crossing gate, like I said, for the sidewalk and the road. So yeah, we used that train station. We had keys to it and everything. So I'm going to walk down here and then see if I can hit the hot box detector on either side. I think I'll go across the tracks first. See you in a bit.